Hey y'all, iRick Guy here, and within this video I'm going to explain how to attach the propeller protector that you see here on my DJI Mini 4 Pro. So out of the box, it's easy to take this off and not realize how to reattach it. So I'm going to show you a close-up first of it attached, and then I'm going to explain how to reattach it. So see, there you go. I'm just spinning around here so you can see everything. One thing to remember is that when it's attached properly, well, that'll read, if you're looking at it this way, DJI, and then on the bottom will read Mini 4 Pro. And the easy way to remember which part is bottom and which part is top, I just say the bottom's bigger because it's got a land on it. That's what I say in my head. So this is the wider part, this is the smaller part. So let's go ahead and take it off, and I'm going to show you how to put it back on. And I'm going to explain common points of failure that one may encounter. So we're going to start with the drone unfolded as if we had just finished flying, and this will demonstrate how points of confusion could arise with reattaching the Mini 4 Pro's propeller guard. So I finished flying, I've turned off the drone, I folded the drone back up. This is where it gets interesting. So see, when you fold it back up, propellers are kind of flopping everywhere. So the first thing you want to do, these propellers, if you go there, that's not going to work. And you don't want to lift them up and go over that. So what you do, these back propellers, you go in like this, see? So that way you're not going over that little landing leg or whatever it is. And then you go in here. So the bottom propellers down here, they're both on the inside of these two little, I call them landing gear legs or whatever you want to call them. And then these propellers up here, they're easier to manipulate because you just gently push them to where they're at the middle. So once you've got your propellers positioned, then as I mentioned, you've got the big part. So the part that says Mini 4 Pro, that's going to go on the bottom. And I would probably attach it first. So with your propellers inside of those legs, and again, we didn't go over the legs, we rotated the propellers so they would go between the legs without having to go over the landing gear legs. And remember, the writing, you read it from the back. And the way to remember that, see on the battery it says 249 gram ultralight. This is going to read in the same direction. So that's an easy way to remember that. And see, that propeller I just knocked. So then you're going to gently push this down on top with those propellers in there. See, those propellers are in there. Now with those propellers in there, you're going to gently flip the drone over, and over here, see, these propellers go in between that. See right there? And there's a little bitty snap on the side here. The snap looks like a little button. Just gently push, now it's snapped. So that's how to do it. So just to kind of recap, you've got the top part, and see the propellers, they go through there, and then there's that little bitty ridge in the middle. So that ridge isn't on top of the propellers. So important when you position your propellers, make sure that ridge, that little bitty ridge right there, is not going over the top of the propellers. And the same is true for the bottom. These propellers, this bigger ridge, it's not sitting on top of the propellers go beside it. So that's how to attach the DJI Mini 4 Pro's propeller guard. Admittedly, when I unbox this drone for the first time, and subscribe, ring that bell, check out my unboxing video, I took this off quickly, not paying attention to how everything was oriented. So putting this back on, unless you've done it before, it can be a little bit confusing, admittedly. It's kind of like if you've ever field stripped a Glock. You know it's difficult at first, and then you kind of master it, and it's you know, it's simple to do after that. Kind of the same is true with the DJI Mini 4 Pro. So that's how to attach the DJI Mini 4 Pro's propeller guard. If this video helped, feel free to send me a super thanks. You can click that thanks button down below, not required. But if you choose to do so, that's a great way to support videos like this one. Any DJI Mini 4 Pro questions and or curiosities that you have, comment below and I'll try to post a video response. Admittedly, I've been flying drones since DJI Phantom 1. Subscribe, ring that bell, check out all my other drone videos. but this was very confusing. This was one of the most confusing things that I've encountered with drones throughout my entire life cycle with drones. So this is pretty interesting. But it's, once you figure it out, again, it's probably going to make sense. Just a few key takeaways again. Mini 4 Pro, you're going to see that on the bottom, and that's going to be in the same orientation as ultralight 249 gram that's on the battery. If it's reverse, that's not going to look right. So that's, you know, that's one clue right there that that it's correctly positioned. And then on the top, DJI. And just think, the top is smaller because the bottom's bigger because it's landing on the bottom. And if you put that in your head, the bigger part on the bottom, smaller part on the top, it's easier to remember. But whatever you do, don't force your propellers. Don't push this button aggressively to snap it. I mean, be careful. You know, take good care of your drone. You don't want to damage your drone trying to put the propeller protector on it. But it is nice though, because for a minimalist transport, if you just want to take this somewhere and you're not worried about protecting the drone in a case, or, you know, protecting it from rain or anything like that, this propeller guard's a very minimalist approach for transporting your DJI Mini 4 Pro. So I just wanted to share this video. Thanks everyone for your feedback. I know I'd posted a video previously about the DJI Mini 4 Pro's propeller guard and how confusing it was, and I hoped I could figure it out in the future. Well, now I have figured it out, so I appreciate y'all's feedback, and I hope this tutorial was easy to understand, both from a spoken perspective and then also from a visual perspective. Again, subscribe, ring that bell, and that'll notify you whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, Captain Irix Sky here. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe. It's youtube.com/Irix Sky. And ring that bell icon when you do to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.